interview and comments on VladTv, speaking on Kamala Harris and how people don't appreciate that she, she, in my opinion, does not like black people because she's not black, and most non-black people don't like black people. And she was arrested. She was putting a lot of black men and women in prison, not just jail. His response to people saying that we should not have Kamala Harris on our side was, well, they got caught. The problem that I have with these statements, they got caught, she wants to send you to jail to make your life better because jail is supposed to reform you. And if you go back again, it's on you. Now, the first thing I want to say is we're not mad that Kamala Harris sent black men to jail. We're mad that she did like everyone else. She sent black men to prison disproportionately when they didn't have to go to prison. Okay? Black men commit a lot of crimes. White people commit a lot of crimes. Everybody commits a lot of crimes. But black people get persecuted the hardest. You don't even have to go to prison. You don't even have to be a criminal to go to prison. You could just be black. There are actual innocent people in prison, people being executed that are innocent, okay? It's not about them getting caught or doing crimes. It's the fact that she wasn't she wasn't sending white people to jail as much. She wasn't sending Mexicans to jail as much. She wasn't sending Asians and Indians. Do they commit the same? But no, you could have did it per capita. You could have did it at a certain percentage. Okay, I'm only gonna lock 100 niggas up this year instead of 2,000 like last year. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna lock up people, if I'm gonna put people in prison, maybe I'm only gonna do it to 25%. Maybe I'm only gonna do it to this much of the population of people who get, not in the numbers that she did. Did I do the research? No. Okay, but at the end of the day, it's not about the fact that these people just happen to be black and they got caught and they got sentenced to prison, bro. It's the fact that that didn't happen. It's the fact that she allegedly covered up a lot of evidence that could have put a lot of clergy people in prison for the second worst crime that you could do. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. Yes, that same Kamala Harris. That one, the one that you voted for, the one that's going to be the president if when Joe Biden dies in less than a year. Okay? Secondly, what I want to address is no, America does not send people. You know what? I for sure know that he was only making this video for the younger people out there, for the younger generations out there. So I know he doesn't believe everything he was saying. Of course, however old he is, he knows much better than what he spoke. But no, jail is not for you to learn what jail is like so you never have to come back again. No, jail is set up so you become institutionalized. That's what jail is for. Jail is a torture chamber. They use torture tactics to punish you. That's what jail is for. Jail is to make sure that you keep coming back to eventually you can never get out. You're never going to get out mentally anyway, ever, unless you really try to. But jail is not for reformation. Jail is not for rehabilitation. Jail is for you to understand that we really, really want you here. So we're going to make it okay. We're going to torture you. We're going to traumatize you. So you really don't care about going to jail because you did it once. Then you did it again. Then you did it again. Then you did it again. Now you really don't care about going to jail. Oh, no, you want to try a little bit of prison? You want some prison with that jail? That's what jail is for, to mess your mind up so you can never get out, so you can never grow. So eventually, when you run out of money because you're dealing with your PTSD from jail or prison by way of doing drugs or alcohol, you run out of money, you say, you know what? This drug and alcohol or alcohol addiction is so bad. If I commit a crime, at least, I'll be able to get clean in jail. That's what jail is for. Jail and prison is to let you know that you always have a home, just in case you feel like doing something crazy. It's not that bad, but it is that bad. But it's not, but it is, but it's not. That's why we're mad at Kamala Harris, bro. Not just because she's lying about being black. Not just because of that, not just because she did her job and locked up black people. Of course, I would do the same. But she did it disproportionately. She did it disproportionately, and then she tried to turn around and represent my people. Now, what is that saying to the young black women, to the young black males? What is that saying to them? If they honestly in their heart think, whether they believe it or not, what is that saying to them, bro? What is it saying that you're supporting her actions, bro? It's bigger than what's been going on since 1863, bro. It's much bigger than that now. It's much bigger than that now. Now you have people lying about being black when they just said they were the first in the California's first Indian prosecutor, whatever she did, and they turned around and said she was black. Like, bro, it's not even about that. It's the sub message, bro. It's the sub communication. It's the blatant disregard and disrespect for the people that you represent, that you and I and millions of other people represent. That's not okay. It's not all right. And don't blame the victims, bro. Because you know why? You know why the majority of people committed these crimes that she sent to prison? Because somebody they knew went to prison because of the same people that she's working for and working with. They're not just trying to institutionalize a culture. They're trying to institutionalize a, a whole race of people. We're our own race, okay? We're our own race. They're trying to destroy us, bro, and you're trying to blame us for being us. All people are always going to commit crimes, bro. Some people statistically, you look it up, some people statistically commit more crimes than others, especially the real bad ones. We don't, in respect to their own population, why don't you lock them up? Because she didn't care, because she's not black, okay? So don't blame the victim. Don't blame the people that were just trying to feed their families, or they were raised in a specific culture and they didn't know that what they were doing was that bad. Or maybe they did and they just didn't care. But whatever the case is, I can guarantee you, for every black person that she arrested, that she sent to prison, there was somebody that was not black that was taking their place. Prison is not the last. Prison should be the last resort, bro. If at all, which I don't think people should go to prison for certain crimes. I think there should be a lot of different alternatives. I think that should be the last, to say that you're so bad we got to remove you from society so you could be around violence and have PTSD and never forget this day. You're always going to remember. You're always going to have stories. You're always going to have people stigmatizing you. You're always going to be a felon for forever. You can never own a gun. Like, whatever, bro. But I just want everybody to know that I don't approve of TK Kirkland. I approve of like 91% of things that TK Kirkland says on VladTv and his stand-up. He's actually pretty funny. But I think, to be honest, like I said, I think that he was making those statements, for the younger people so they could just know, look, you need to take responsibility. Yes, we do need to take responsibility for our lives and be held accountable. But just like everyone else, though, not because we're black and not because this is what they're used to anyway. They learned this from somebody who went to prison, so, or whatever the case is, whatever they may feel like they need to lock us up for. It's not because we're not going to prison in disproportionate numbers because we're committing crimes disproportionately. It's just because we're black. There's even, if you want to do the research, there's colorism. The darker you are, the more harsher you get sentenced, the harsher you get sentenced, and the more likely it is for you to go to prison. The lighter you are, you get it? So it's not just about black people committing crime. It's deeper than that, bro. It's deeper than that. That's it, man. It's Aaron Moses. I'm the band, you the band, we the band together, man. Life is in the breath, breathe it in. Peace. Love you.